The Posture System by Roger Fredericks.
I think posture is absolutely one of the most important things that you can invest in. Without proper posture, you don't have proper integration of the spine, your torso isn't stable, your arms and legs can't move as they were meant to move, you can't strengthen them properly. You're predisposed to injury. That's why I believe Roger's posture system is so important for people to know and understand how their bodies are working and what's going to make them stronger and what's going to help them avoid injuries, which will just take them out of fitness altogether. I see people walk into the gym all the time and they've just run from their last appointment, they've gotten out of their car, they've been driving, they've been at the computer all day, and they walk into the gym like this, hunched over with the shoulders rounded, and they want to get on the indoor cycling bike, or they want to get into the exercise machine and work out, and it's not going to work for them. They're not going to be able to take in the oxygen. They're not going to be able to move without pain because they're in a posture that is going to inhibit movement. They're in a posture that's going to inhibit breathing. A lot of times my students, it's a long class, it's a 60-minute class, they'll get fatigued and they'll do that classic sit back in the chair, let the shoulders come forward and the head comes forward, the rounded shoulder look. And it's very, very damaging. You don't take in the oxygen with a posture like that. You can't see what's going on in class, or your neck will get to that weird angle where you walk out of class and start going like this. What happened to my neck? Because you're off balance. I think the advent of video games and smartphones has impacted the young people. I think I used to call it mommy shoulders, you know, the rounded shoulders like a mother reaching down to pick up a child. But it's true, it's endemic now. It's across all ages. It's our young people playing video games on their phones. We're all kind of like this. I do like to see people with proper posture. It reminds me of somebody that's healthy, somebody that looks energetic, that looks athletic. They look like positive people. You do take in more oxygen. You do feel more comfortable when all your body's physiological properties are working as they should. And that's something that Roger's posture system also does. It enhances circulation. It enhances metabolism. All those things that we kind of take for granted that should be working as best as possible, maybe they're not when we're hunched over and our necks are out of alignment. You know, we expect our bodies to hold up and to support us for a long time. But the truth is, unless we really know and understand that our bodies rely on us to our higher functions to take good care of them, that's when we start to realize how important flexibility and posture are in our lives. Well, we're all fighting against gravity every day, particularly those of us who have progressed a little further through life. We're fighting against gravity. And so that's going to be an issue for all of us. The tendency is to kind of give into it, especially if we're not mindful. You give in to that weakness. You do whatever's convenient or comfortable to get out of that momentary pain or discomfort. The truth is that anybody whose body is not in proper alignment, who doesn't have that posture correct, is going to feel uncomfortable on some level. And that discomfort is going to be the starting point of a whole lineup of different issues in the body, whether it's hip rotation or shoulder rotation or whatever it is, or neck misalignment. There's a whole cascade of things that can happen if your posture isn't correct. So fighting against gravity, instead of giving in and just putting your body in a misaligned position so that you avoid that discomfort, is going to be, again, the catalyst and the starting point for a number of injuries. Roger's posture system is so important for a number of reasons, but one of those is because it's the starting point of strength. You cannot be strong without proper alignment. You just can't. If your muscles are tight, if your fascia are tight, if your joints are out of alignment, you cannot be truly strong. You just can't. And sitting, especially for a prolonged period of time, can be very wearing on the body. It shortens the hip flexors, it weakens the hamstrings. There's a hip rotation involved, especially if you're driving a lot and you're pressing with that right leg on and off the gas and the brake. So there's a number of issues that can come out of just sitting, which seems so benign. So we're starting from a standing position. We're looking at the different aspects of the body, how it can become misaligned, and then you start to apply Roger's posture system to what you have, and then you You get the joints back into alignment, you strengthen the weak places, you start to lengthen those areas that have become shortened up and weakened over time. Your body starts to feel stronger, and even when you're sitting, you're more aware. You've got a stronger body, so you're more aware of sitting in that proper alignment, rather than going into that rounded shoulder, head forward posture that we've talked about so many times. It's epidemic in our culture. I absolutely think that Roger's posture system is something that can benefit people of every age, from age 3 to age 80 or beyond. I think it's very, very important that people invest in their bodies. We only get one body. There's no dealership. You don't get to go and trade it in. You have to take care of the one you have, and that's why Roger's posture system is so important. That posture can be unlearned. There may be certain aspects of your physiology that you can't change, but you can get your muscles lengthened, your fascia lengthened, your joints in their proper position so that there's no impingement. You can get your breathing natural, all the body's physiological processes working properly. So no matter if you've been born with a situation where something might be a little bit off, you can optimize it for you. And I think that everybody's life can be enhanced by this amazing system. We have to kind of get back to basics. We got to reset. You go back to the last working iteration. So where you want to get back to the shoulders back, the chin up, you want to start breathing. You kind of have to get clients to forget where they were and put them in that space, the right now where they are, and then they can start over again. Then they get the shoulders back. Oh yes, I'm an athlete, I'm working out. And so I've worked with clients of virtually every age. I've worked with elementary school children. I've worked with people in their 80s. I've never seen anybody in an assisted living home that works out regularly, that takes care of their body, that has that poor posture. They have that beautiful, upright, chest lifted, chin lifted, shoulders back, everything integrated. They're strong because they take care of their bodies. And you can do that with Roger's posture system.